What ignites you? The opportunity to be creative and think outside the box? Is that what gets you going? And your biggest inspiration? Maybe seeing others achieve their goals and dreams. It's like a spark that lights a fire in you to keep pushing forward and reaching for your own dreams. Welcome to the Simple Money Systems. This is the go-to podcast for exceptional women who are eager to pay off their debt and live a fearless, meaningful life with confidence and joy. Hi, Diana Gallas here. I am a mom to a special needs child, a caregiver to a loved one, and the host of this show for you who is determined to break free from debt without sacrificing what you value most. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable, like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up those sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom lane with confidence. It's a wonderful time whenever you are in December or in July or other month of the year. You've got your time in your hands and you are the queen or a king of it. You can plan, organize, set goals, work hard on sharpening your skills, whatever you set your goals for. You are the chief executive officer of your time. And today, I am teaching 7 effective points how to organize your dream planning session so that you can plan your year's goals effectively. I want you to assess your past year by simply comparing where you are today and where you were 1 year ago. This is your time when you celebrate your achievements. And please, if you are new to yearly dream planning, join the fun and start dreaming now. Schedule your session with yourself first, write it in your calendar, and this will be your first step. All right. By the way, have you noticed my background music today? I know you did. I love it and I hope you enjoyed it. I thought this is a good time to change it to something totally different. It's okay to try new things. Okay, where we are. It's a New Year's resolutions planning, right? It's a great opportunity to get together with your like-minded circle of friends to work together, sharing your ideas for inspiration, support, and to have fun. But first, friends, I tell you my secret, right? I love to get with me and myself before I introduce my plan to anyone, to get in line with my hearts of hearts and my spirit by analyzing and reviewing the past year. What went backward? What went sideways? And at what things I progressed as I planned? Friends, if you already planned your year, you know what I'm talking about. You're really designing your life on paper. So, what is it you desire? What do you want from life? Why it is important to you? What drives and motivates you? All these questions come to light when you plan and then you build around it your beautiful picture of your life's canvas. Do you want financial stability? Maybe you desire to stop renting your home by buying one. How about you want to improve your health and stay fit for life? You always wanted to put your passion to work for you by opening a business. Have you ever thought that you aren't allowed to want and desire such things? That you are not good enough, earn too little, that your life situation has thrown you in it, and now you're on a survival mode for life, stretching your hard-earned paycheck, barely meeting your ends. Maybe you think you just want to stay humble this way. There's a whole different session on what is humility is and how to stay humble and friends. It is not pressing and suppressing your spirit by depriving from the blessings God wants you to enjoy. I've been right there, and all these negative thoughts are so well known to me. So I decided to put my dreams into achievable goals. And friends, by changing my thought process, the whole other level of opportunities opened up for me. Of course, I had to work on my skills, especially how to handle my finances, budgeting, planning, aligning my action steps with my finances. It's worth to try. The key point here is when you know yourself well enough, then you'll be able to pay off your debt and, most importantly, you'll be able thriving living debt free. Majority of my coaching clients prior meeting with me at least once in their life have paid all their debt, just to finding themselves in the same or even greater load of credit cards and other consumer debt. So it's very important to build your debt-free foundation so you can enjoy continuing living debt-free and not to fall back in the trap of never-ending cycle of consumer spending and debt and a vicious rat race many people find themselves trapped in. It starts with an innocent desire to acquire more things that aren't supporting your goals, leading to increased spending and often making you to rely on credit to make purchases. And as debt accumulates, it becomes harder to break free from the cycle as interest payments and financial obligations continue to grow. No wonder why out there stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed people, mainly caused by financial burdens. Breaking free from this cycle requires a shift in mindset towards mindful spending, budgeting, and prioritizing financial stability over unnecessary possessions that do not support your plan. So, the first question you want to ask yourself, what matters to you most? Is it your passion for making a positive impact in the world? Whether it's through your family, friends, community, or beyond, maybe you strive to create change and innovate. What ignites you? The opportunity to be creative and think outside the box? Is that what gets you going? And your biggest inspiration? Maybe seeing others achieve their goals and dreams. It's like a spark that lights a fire in you to keep pushing forward and reaching for your own dreams. And let me tell you, it's all about knowing yourself deeper. I mean, who doesn't want to expand and build their goals, right? Whether it's your determination, resilience, or deep faith, these character traits would make you who you are. And let's not forget the impact of kindness and empathy in your life. Just think about times in your life when you've been touched by the kindness of others, how it affected you, how it made your life better, and maybe you want to pay it forward and make a difference in the lives of your loved ones. So friends, let's keep growing, learning new skills, and making a positive impact in the world. Because at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. Now, the next point is you need to understand your needs and wants. Oh yes, knowing the difference between needs and wants is key to being a financial guru of your world. Needs are like oxygen. You can't live without them. Wants, on the other hand, are like the extra slice of pizza you know you shouldn't have but just can't resist. So prioritize those needs, all right? Your survival and basic well-being depend on it. Plus, managing your money will be much, much easier once you've got your needs covered. So remember, needs first, wants later. Your bank account will thank you. Now, moving to the next point of the importance of building your needs on these 4 pillars. You're a spiritual person, physical person, emotional you, and intellectual human being. Well, let me tell you, trying to fulfill all those needs can definitely put a dent in your wallet. I mean, trying to find inner peace, stay in shape, deal with all those pesky emotions, and keep your brain sharp. That's a lot of work. And let's be real, sometimes retail therapy seems like the easiest way to handle it all. But maybe if you can find a balance between your spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual needs, you can also find a balance in your bank account. That's what I'll tell myself next time I'm splurging on a new pair of shoes. Building your needs on these 4 pillars is crucial for a well-rounded and balanced life. First up, you're a spiritual person. You gotta feed that soul, whether it's through meditation, prayer, or just connecting with nature. Keep that spiritual flame burning bright. Next, you're a physical person. Get those endorphins flowing with some exercise, whether it's hitting the gym, going for a run, or just dancing like nobody's watching. Your body will thank you for it. Don't forget about your emotional self. It's okay to feel all the feels, but make sure you're taking care of your emotional well-being. Whether it's talking to a friend, journaling, or just having a good cry, make sure you're nurturing your emotional side. And last but not least, you're an intellectual human being. Keep that brain sharp by reading, learning new things, and challenging yourself. Who says you can't be both book smart and street smart, right? So there you have it, the 4 pillars to kickstart life. Take care of your spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual self, and you'll be unstoppable. So the next step, well, let me tell you, it's all about tapping into your inner self and channeling your faith like a boss. Then your family, they're like your cheerleaders on the sidelines, rooting for your every step of the way. And don't forget about your mentors, those wise sages who drop knowledge bombs on you like it's nobody's business. But let's not discount your own experiences. Those trials and tribulations have shaped you into the unstoppable force you are today. So go ahead, dream big, my friend. With all these pieces of the puzzle in place, ain't nothing gonna stand in your way. Dream on, dreamer. The step number 5, assessing your goals, sounds like a spiritual boot camp, but let's give it a shot. First up, prayerfully assessing your spiritual condition. Next, identifying areas where transformation is needed. Start with simple habit to pray in the morning. Moving to the physical realm. Maybe you want to improve your health. Less cake, more kale. Then your appearance. Maybe a little less like a tired raccoon, right? And your overall image. Less pajamas and more dressy. Embracing your emotional well-being will involve less stress eating and more deep breathing. As for gifts and talents, think what you're good at, and it's not making puns and napping. This don't count, all right? What about your interests and hobbies? Please don't include binge watching Netflix and pretending to be a gourmet chef. These don't count either, okay? Yes, right. Now, onto the goals. For spiritual growth, aim to meditate daily. Resist the siren call of social media and volunteer more. Then physical goals. Include making 10,000 steps every day. It's really totally achievable. Stretching exercises, and finally fitting into those jeans from high school, okay? Now, next to each goal, list your obstacles like cake, laziness, Netflix, the list goes on. But hey, they are just opportunities for growth, right? So bring it on, obstacles. Turn them into your next year goals, and you'll be ready to conquer you and make 2025 your best year yet. All right, step number 6. Now you need to prioritize your goals by what is important and what is not important to you. If goal is important and urgent, write 1 next to it. This is your highest priority goal. And if the goal is important but not urgent, write number 2 next to it. And if the goal does not require your input but needs to be done, mark it D to delegate it. And finally, if the goal is neither urgent nor important, mark it X and delete it. And the last point on planning your dream session is to have your dream planning steps all lined up. Write down these steps so you can have them in front of you. Step number 1, list your dreams and goals. Step 2, prioritize each goal and dream. Step number 3, list obstacles to each dream or goal. Step number 4, set a timestamp for each goal and dream. And voila! You are all set to watch those dreams come to life before your very eyes. Friend, dream big, plan smart, and who knows, you might just surprise yourself. I want you to leave today with a prayer of Jabez from the Bible written in the 1 Chronicles chapter 4 and verse 10. I think that Jabez, who prayed this prayer, was a little bit greedy or maybe naive or maybe a combination of both. But the thing is, he was honest in his talk with God. He wasn't afraid of maybe angering God by being selfish and egocentric. God honored his desire. So, friend, don't be afraid of asking and expressing your desires, your dreams, your goals. All right, so hear how the prayer of Jabez goes. Quote, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, and that you would keep me from harm, so that it might not bring me pain." And God granted what he asked. End of quote. All right, friends, it's time to wrap up this dream planning extravaganza. So let's recap. Point number 1, figure out what matters most to you. Is it money, love, success, or maybe just a little moments you savor? Point number 2, understand your needs and wants. Do you need that new car, or do you just really want it because it matches your shoes? Point number 3, get in touch with your spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual inner self. Basically, get to know yourself better than you know your Netflix password. All right? Point number 4, what makes you you? Is it your killer dance moves, your love for cats, or your uncanny ability to always pick the slowest line at the grocery store? I'm just kidding. All right, point number 5, assess your goals. Do you want to travel the world, start a business, or just finally learn how to cook something other than toast? All right, step number 6, prioritize those goals. Because let's face it, you can't do everything at once, right? And step number 7 is follow these dream planning steps to save big and make those dreams a reality. Okay, are you fired up enough for your next dream planning event? Friend, I want you to make one of your goals in the upcoming year to pay off your debt. Now, when you know your whys and have a deeper understanding of your debt-free foundation based on these 7 steps we covered today, you are ready to start implementing your financial goals by creating a budget and actually being able to stick to it. If you feel unsure or skeptical about how to make your bills paid, your fridge and pantry filled with food, how to take care and plan your spiritual, mental, and physical health with your budget, and if you have been praying for it, please contact me by scheduling a discovery call to check how we can work together. Go to the show notes right below this episode and get to the discovery link. Click on it and schedule it right away. I would love to help you with planning your goals, brainstorming your wants, needs, so you can have clarity what tasks to tackle first. Then we will create your bill pay system to help you stay current and avoiding late charges, fees, and interest. We will work on a 2-line budget to help you gain control over your finances, incorporating your dreams and goals. And if you have a specific need with handling your finances, I will be happy to help. Also, I invite you to join the private Facebook community of exceptional ladies to learn about new announcements and new deals, and also where you can engage and share tips and celebrate small victories in reaching your milestones. And as you listen to this episode, and if you learn a good tip or two, please text this link to your family and friends to help them on their financial journey from Spenderville to Prosperity Village. Also, I would so much appreciate if you would leave me a 5-star written review on the iTunes or Apple Podcast by scrolling down a few episodes to the review section of the Simple Money Systems podcast. Contact me with your questions by writing to Dianagalas.com. It's DIANAGALAS. And I'll hear the answer in the next episode. I pray you dream big with a heart full of gratitude, a head full of ideas, and hands full of precious gems yet to shine bright. Thank you for tuning into the Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful, and I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving a path of precious gems for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Take a good care of yourself, and I meet you right back here at the Simple Money Systems, where your financial freedom journey begins.